Hey everybody, welcome to the Glen Kuiper Show, All Giants, as we continue to put out the Friday Night Kuip's audio version of our show. That's the show Dwayne and I do from the Gotham Club for every Friday night home game. It's a post-game show in front of a live audience, and what we're doing now is we're putting those shows audio-wise on my YouTube channel. We got a couple out, and we have a new one for you. This is the show, Friday Night Kuip's, where our guests were FP Santangelo and JT Snow. We had a whole bunch of fun. Here's the show, Friday Night Kuip's from the Gotham Club on my YouTube channel.
Hello, hello, hello. So we had to wait a little longer tonight, but it was worth it, right? I just said on social media, some wins are prettier than others. This one was not attractive, but the Dodgers lost, so they're only 2 games back. So there you go. All right, we got 2 great guests. I mean, our guests have been awesome. This is our 4th show. And they're carrying Dwayne and I, and these 2 guys will do the same. But great guys, 2 of our favorites, FP Santangelo and JT Snow.
Dude, that's a good ovation.
So
as it should be.
That's good.
4th show, so we're batting cleanup.
Yeah, that's one of the better ovations we had. Are you tired of these close games yet, Dwayne? I mean, I'm tired, and I'm just watching them.
I mean, is every game on this homestand been 1 run, right?
Yeah. I think 7 of the last 9 have been 1-run games.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, torture's back. There's no doubt about that. And it turned out in 2010, when we started using that expression, we thought it went away, right, after they won the World Series. Well, it seems to be back, and if it ends up this year like it did in 2010, then certainly we're very happy with it. But a little unusual tonight. I mean, you win on a wild pitch. Who'd have thought, right?
And yeah, and I do have to say, JT, I know you're probably going to say, yeah, right, but FP did actually predict it. He did.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I saw.
I said walk-off wild pitch right before it, so I have a witness.
About 2 pitches before, he said, they're going to win this on a walk-off wild pitch. I said, yeah, right. And they did, and then we hugged.
We did.
It was like that weird, uncomfortable, and then we backed off, and then we fist bumped. So, anyway, we had fun. You like games like that, even though you haven't played in a while? I mean, why? Like, are you into it when you're watching? Do you think about you want to be out there?
You think about all the possibilities, right? A win's a win. The wins in April and May and June count the same as September, August and September. So, a win's a win. And I was listening to KBR driving up here tonight, and I didn't know the Braves' backstory last night. They gave up 7 in the 9th, and they got to get on a flight, and we've all been there, and they got to fly 6 hours, and I was like, and I'm not really a betting man, but I'm like, man, I would put all my money on the Giants tonight.
And
well, that's right.
The Braves have no chance.
And you would have sweated out, but you would have won some money.
And then I would have sweated out, yeah.
You know, I have trying to figure this out. I've been using, as we all know now, in extra innings, you get to put the runner at second base, right? So I've been using the term ghost runner, and I'm driving home, I don't remember what it was, maybe Wednesday after that horrible loss, and I'm listening to the Dodger game. And I'm always interested to see how the Dodgers are going to do. And there are 2 radio announcers. They're going off about announcers that use the term ghost runners. And they're explaining why it's wrong, because you can actually see the runner. Right? He's not a ghost. He's standing out there at second. And I realized, as much as I hated to admit it, that they were right. So I didn't use it one time tonight. And it's a little harder now. Rather than just say ghost runner, now you got to say maybe the runner that is placed.
Yeah.
I cannot
the
call
Manfred
it the Manfred.
Man, yeah.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's the best one. Manfred Mann. There was a musician named Manfred Mann,
Yeah.
but that's the funniest one, I think. The Manfred Man.
Yeah.
Blinded
So-
by the light.
And by the light, yeah.
Anyway, I'm probably going to have to go with placed runner. But if you have any suggestions, I'm willing to try it. I know these two guys would like to use it where they just use initials, right?
He's a ghost runner because he's the guy who should have scored. He didn't do anything to win.
I'm
Well,
sorry, that's no. Nice try, though.
Well, how do you think?
I think you should just call it the guy that made the last out's got to
Right.
get shamed and go run.
Right.
Tonight,
Yeah, it should be called the shamed runner because
Tonight was extra weird.
Fitzgerald got picked off
because the guy got picked off, and then he had to go run
and
the
there's-
bases
there's-
after he got
don't get us going. Like,
FP and I laughed. We said Fitzgerald's lead at second base is going to be this big. But then he scored, so.
a win's a win.
FP, I thought the two games that the Giants won Wednesday and Thursday over the Padres after what happened Monday and Tuesday, I thought those were huge games. I know it's they're each one win, doesn't count for anything more. It's June, whatever, but I thought those were two huge games. What did you guys think?
Well, I think splitting a series when you win the first two games is not good, but when you lose the first two games is awesome. It is. It's a good thing when you split a series and you lost the first two games and you find a way to win, which they have all season long. And I don't even really think they played their best baseball yet, and they're 2 games back of the Dodgers. So, I mean, if you listen to the radio, it's the end of the world, like on KNBR, but this team's finding ways to win. And all the teams we've been associated that have done really well have found ways to win. And tonight they found another way. It was ugly, but there's no such thing as an ugly win. You win a game, it doesn't matter how. You turn the music on, you have the fogger, you got the DJ, you're celebrating the clubhouse. And they're going to Colorado after this. And there's going to be some pressure to win those games, but a win's a win's a win is a win. I don't care if a team has 10 wins on the year or 90 wins on the year. They're finding ways to win, which is a great sign. It speaks to the character of this ball club more than the ability of this ball club.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I thought the Ramos double on Wednesday night, which tied the game. Can you say it's the biggest hit of the year? I don't know, but it's up there if you think about the ramifications.
It's the loudest I've heard this ballpark in a long time. And I was at the game, and maybe Dwayne can attest to it, but when he got that hit, Giants fans have been bringing it this year. There's a vibe in the ballpark that hasn't been here in a while, and that was the loudest I've heard it in a while.
One of the loudest ovations I've ever heard was the home run that JT hit against the Mets in 2000. Was that 2000, JT? Remember that? It tied the game in the 9th inning, or was it the 8th? It was the 9th.
Yeah, I can't remember that far back.
I'm sure you can't. But anyway, this place, it went crazy. But I want to switch gears a little bit. We know all about the kid, right, and now in AAA, Bryce Eldridge. He's been working with him, JT, or is about to, or has worked with him before. And just your thoughts on this kid as a player.
So when Buster got the job, and I was working with the team in 10, 12, 14, and then when Buster got the job this year, I texted him. I said, hey, congratulations. And he texts me back, and he says, do you want to come to spring training? And I said, I'd love to. I haven't been in a while. We got this kid, Bryce Eldridge. I said, I know about him. I've been reading because we love baseball. It's in our blood. We follow it. I never realized until after I was done playing how big the games are. When you're playing an FP, will tell you, we come to the ballpark, we play, and then you retire, and it's like, oh, 7 o'clock, Giants are on. We got to watch the game. Then your whole day and night becomes around watching baseball. So anyways, Buster says, you want to come down? I go down, work with him. Great kid, a lot of talent, young, right? 20 years old. I told him when I was your age, I was a sophomore in college. And now he's starting to climb. And I've stayed in contact with him, and we exchanged info, and we've been going back and forth. And I just tell him to keep going. And so he's in SAC. He had a grand slam, I think, last night or the night before. It's a tough situation, and Buster and these guys in the front office, they know it, and you don't want to ruin a guy's confidence. You want to bring him along and make sure it's the right situation for him. So I think it's always good when young players have somebody in their corner, the former player. Like, I hope every kid that plays baseball plays 10 years in the big leagues and chases their dream and makes their dream happen, because that's what happened to me. And so I'm in his corner. So whatever they want to do and whatever timetable, it's all good. So, but he's wise beyond their years, as a lot of these kids are nowadays. There's a lot of stuff in life that they deal with, social media and the cell phone, and they're checking it, and people are telling how great they are and then how bad they are. And so you got to find a middle ground. We didn't have that when we played. We had none of that. We had ESPN. We were hoping to make like top 10 plays of the night back in the day. So anyways, he's a great kid, and just he's going to be okay. Like, that's Buster and those guys call. When he's ready, you bring him up. But I think you bring somebody up when their confidence is at all-time high. And we'll see where the Giants season goes. If they're continuing to win, I think you just let him develop down there.
He's ready right now.
No, I think JT's right, but I think the one thing that we all have to be careful of is we can't put this kid into the Hall of Fame before he gets to the major leagues, right? And that's kind of what you want to do, right? And when he gets here, the expectation is going to be so high that we have to give him a chance to fail. And all of us have failed in the major leagues because it's the major leagues. It's a league where you're supposed to fail at some point. And then it's the guys that jump back after failing and they go on to do good things that stay for a long time. And he's got a chance to do that, but we have to give him a chance.
Yeah, you got to give him a chance. And I look back at my career, and I was with the Yankee organization. I was stuck behind a guy named Don Mattingly, who was borderline Hall of Fame guy. And I was in AAA, and I won a batting title, and I was MVP of the league, and they're trying to make a position for me, and then they wanted me to go play the outfield. I said no, and I told the front office, I'm going to win Gold Gloves in the big league someday. And they looked at me like I was crazy. But it's the mental side of the game and all that is super important. So you got to be patient with guys, and when they get here, they got to be ready. And there's so much scrutiny on the players nowadays, and we judge everything. And the last few days, with the Giants, and people want to just weigh in, and the season's going down the tubes, and you just got to be patient and just hang in there with them, and let these guys grow, and let them play, and see where it goes.
I need to do this, and I know he's going to be pissed, but we do have a third brother, and he's produced every game that I've done on TV since 1987. He's standing in the back, my brother Jeff.
Where is he?
Yeah.
So he does exist. He really does.
He does. He does not like to speak, and he'll be happy I did this because now he can go home.
He can go home, yeah.
That's like a Sasquatch sighting right there.
It really is.
Wait, what is he? The middle child?
He's the middle one. Yeah,
Middle one. So
7 years difference between the three of us. When I started college, Glenn started kindergarten.
Yeah. So we don't have enough time to tell you the mental torture that I was put through as a child.
Oh, that's true. So when Glenn was in college, who do you think he called for money? Do you think he called my dad? Absolutely not.
The big leaguer.
He called me. Yeah, I was in the big leagues, right? I got cash rolling all over the place.
Yeah.
At least he thought so.
And he never asked questions either.
Anyway, and there is a sister in between Jeff and I. And at some point, I think she's going to be in town maybe in a couple of weeks or a month.
God bless her.
And we're going to get her here. And then she can tell you the torture that she went through.
She'll also tell us to behave and watch our language, which I can't guarantee that that's going to happen.
That's true. Anyway.
Anyways, our two guests, JT and FP, they played together for one. You feel like FP played for the Giants for like 7 years. But he only played 1 year, but he's a Giant through and through. And these two guys were teammates, and I've got to know both of you guys quite well. And you guys quickly became really, really good friends right away. What kind of attracted you two to each other when you became teammates?
I think we kind of came through the same system. And out of high school, I went to the University of Arizona, and I think FP went to Cal, and then he went to Miami, and then we played against each other, college, and the minor leagues. And the great thing in baseball is you're always watching the guys on the other side, and you're like, I like that guy.
Did you like him though?
Of course, like the guy, like. But
really?
That's the way we came up. Yeah.
I would have hated him.
But then he was with the Expos. Then when he came to the Giants in '99, we played. We instantly hit it off, and we were roadies. And when nobody would go out, not that we were going out to do anything stupid, but we just, we want to go out, have a beer, shoot some pool, throw some darts. We found little hole in the walls on the road in Cincinnati, in Pittsburgh, and he came up in Montreal, and we just hit it off, and we kind of came through the same path. His dad was a football coach in high school, and we talked about that. And my dad played in the NFL, so we had something in common. So, we just hit it off.
Mine's simple.
What's the real story? Seriously, I'm not buying.
Mine's
that.
simple. I thought JT was hot. And that's why we hung out. No, it was fun. He was my wingman all year, and he's telling you the PG story. We went out every night on the road. We had a great time. Shane Earmuffs, JT's son right there, Shane Snow.
Hey Shane, what's up?
Yeah, Shane Earmuffs. Your dad and I had a good time.
So those of you who walk in or you come in the elevator, you see the picture of Shane when he was probably a year old.
Yeah.
Well, that's him right there.
Look at that. When you guys go out the elevator, that's the guy right there.
And there's a funny backstory to that photo. I can get into it, but
Yeah, it's a great picture.
It is a great picture.
I remember Shane when he was this big. Yep.
Yeah, and they were all running around the clubhouse.
He was a massive hemorrhoid when he was little. I got to tell you.
Dusty didn't care. It was romper room. We'd come to the clubhouse every day, and there was kids running around and in the clubhouse, in the dugout during games, 4 or 5 years old. I said a lot of choice words, and one day I made it out, slammed my helmet, dropped a big old F-bomb, and Ellis Burks' son was right there. Chris? I can't remember his name.
Christopher.
Yeah. And he goes, "You can't say that word. This is during a big league game. This isn't spring training." And I dropped an F-bomb in front of his son. He goes, "You can't say that word." I mean, it was fun. That's the way Dusty liked it. And my son, who's 30 years old now, remembers that year more than anything. He was a bat boy at Candlestick Park, and he still talks about it.
So, real quick, I'll tell a story. We all know about Barry's leather chair. He had like Nintendo, whatever. And so we come in after one day of batting practice, and the kids are all in the clubhouse, and Barry goes, "God damn it, there's chocolate on my chair." And like when you bring your kid to the clubhouse, like it's a sanctuary. You let them. We always said, you do whatever you want here. When we go home, we don't tell mom. We don't tell the words you heard. And so then we came up after BP, and Barry was complaining about chocolate in his chair. I looked at my son Shane. He had chocolate like all over his.
Shane, you want to explain yourself?
And so I said, I told him, you go up to Barry and apologize. And so he went up and said, "Barry, sorry." And Barry loved it. Barry loved all the kids. He was great to all the kids. But it's like when you come in the clubhouse, there's no rules, right? Eat as much candy as you want, chocolate. Kids are playing. But think about kids growing up playing video games in Barry's chair. When we're out at batting practice trying to like take ground balls and hit.
Of course.
And then we come in and it's a great life. It's a good life. It's.
My son was 4 and he was shagging in the outfield during batting practice, and somebody had a one-hop bullet that just went right over his head. And I got Rob Nant, and I was like, "Rob, can you watch him out there? He's going to get killed." But that's just what we did. It was cool. Yeah. No other place was like that.
You guys were teammates with Barry for a long, long time.
Yeah.
FP, you were teammates with him for 1 year. if you know FP's personality, he's not afraid to say really anything to anybody, whether it's the home run king or not. But I know you got some good Barry stories. Can you tell us one? Because I know you were not afraid to say to call him out on stuff.
I called him out all the time, and JT would say, like, you're in trouble. He's going to like you now. Because guys
No, he did. He did.
tiptoed around him. And we were in Colorado, and we were in a little bit of a losing streak, and we had lost 6 or 7 in a row. And Barry was in charge of the stereo in the clubhouse. So we're playing the Rockies. And I said, hey, B, like, enough with this crap that you're playing. It's not working. I'm going to put some AC/DC on today. Let's change it up. And he goes, bro, when you win 3 MVPs, which is what he won at that time, you can put on whatever you want. So he said to me, I said, I have won 3 MVPs. I was MVP of my high school team, my junior college team, and my college team. And the whole team started laughing, and I went and changed the music, and we won that day. So, yeah. So the moral of the story is he would come up to me like, careful, he's going to like you now. And we've been friends ever since, and his son, my son and him are still really good friends, and I'm the biggest Barry Bonds fan on the planet.
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah.
But you were with him for a long time, and you firsthand, you saw everything. What he was doing on the field. I mean, unbelievable.
So when I retired, I came back here a couple years later, and a reporter came up to me. It might have been John Shea and he told me, he goes, do you know that you played with Barry longer than anybody in his career? And I said, I didn't know that. He's like, yeah, 9 years, 3 at Candlestick, 6 years here. And he goes, no one's ever played with Barry as long as you. And I'm like, okay, great. Like, but we had the same agent growing up, so I knew him off the field. And FP's right. He loved guys. So you get on him a little bit or get into him a little bit. He loved all the kids, and just the best hitter ever seen, ever played with. And some of the stuff he would say to you was kind of mind-blowing, because we're all trying to make a career day in and day out. And I'll tell a quick story. We're in Atlanta, and a guy came in, pitching change, lefty, and he got his 8 warm-up pitches, and he bounced like 3 of his curveballs. And so I'm sitting with Barry, and I think he was on deck or in the hole that, and he goes, that guy couldn't even throw his curveball when nobody's up there. He goes, you really think he's going to throw it to me when I'm up there? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, maybe. So sure enough, first pitch, Barry gets up there, curveball in the dirt. Next pitch, fastball, home run. We take the lead. Comes around the bases, comes in the dugout, and he says, I told you. And I'm like,
Yeah, well.
amazing. Like, that's just the way he was. Like, he was so smart, and just to be able to pick his mind and talk to him about hitting and stuff. Yeah, and like FP said, like, I love the guy. He was a great teammate.
Pause.
No, I agree. I mean, what you said. Tell the story about when Felipe said he was going to get you hot, and he put you, in front of Barry or behind him?
Amazing, yeah. Felipe, like, I'm at the end of my career, 2004 or 5, and I'm hitting 250 something. I come to the clubhouse one day, and I look at because back then we had to come in, look at the lineup on the wall, and I look at the lineup like, holy shit, I'm hitting 3rd in front of Barry. And so Felipe came up to me, and he's like, I'm going to get you hot. And he goes, you're a patient hitter. You swing at strikes. And so, yeah, I hit in front of him. And then it was just about getting strikes, like not necessarily like fastballs, whatever, but strikes. And then I started taking off and just hitting the ball. And when he put me in the lineup, I was hitting like 250. And then a month later, I'm hitting like 320. And that was the best year I ever had. I had like 327. And but then, classic Barry, he came up to me like a month later. He goes, you're welcome. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I had to, he goes, you know how many guys' careers I've made hitting ball? I'm like, but that's a part of baseball, is like guys hitting behind you. Like, that's a manager's job to realize, hey, I got this hitter that's a patient hitter that doesn't chase. You got to have protection behind you. And I look back at my career with the Giants, and the best years I had, drove in 100 a couple years, 98, 90, and guys behind you. I had Ellis Burke sitting behind me one year, couple years. Glenn Allen Hill, who was a great teammate back in '97. So it's about the lineup and it's about protection, and so you're going to get good pitches. So. Yeah, that was
my story's a little different. I hit in front of Barry Bonds, and there'd be a runner on first and one out. And my only thought was, don't hit a ground ball, don't hit it into a double play, so that he can get up. I honest to God used to think that. So good hitter, bad hitter, different thoughts.
You know, I don't know if you've seen Barry around the ballpark at all, and we see him a lot. And I really believe that he could still hit right now.
absolutely.
I do. Yeah. And I don't know what he could do if he played for 2 weeks, but I know if he played a game or two, he could hit. I mean, Barry's got to be what, 50?
60. He just turned 60.
He's 60? Well, yeah, well.
But
maybe 2 years ago he could have done it. 60's a lot right now, but he still looks like it. And you know what? He won't get in the batting cage, at least not on the field. Maybe he gets in the cage underneath the dugout, but he still looks like he could hit. I know you.
But his philosophy was always, and we see it through baseball, like guys throw harder nowadays than we played, right? But if you're always on time with the fastball, I don't care if a guy throws 100 or 90 or you can hit it. And FP will tell you can time it up. He can cheat, get a little early. You can hit it, and that was always Barry's philosophy. Like, just look for his hardest pitch and just be on time and get that barrel out in front of the plate and catch him out front.
Easy stuff.
Easy
stuff.
Easy for him, that's for sure.
Hey, one of my favorite stories. It has to do with these two knuckleheads here. You got to tell the story.
You know what? I need to tell it because
I want
he
you to
doesn't tell it right.
No? Okay.
No.
Because I've heard
When
both
he tells
versions.
it makes me sound bad.
Okay. It's a great story.
That's the last thing you sound. Go ahead.
No. Anyway, so I decided after, and it might have been the All-Star break, I'm not sure, that I was going to go to Tahoe for a night just to go to the casino. I was playing then. And you know, just go for a night and then come back. And so anyway, about halfway through the drive as I'm on Interstate 80, there's a station wagon full of Giants fans coming back from the game that we just played. And there's 3 or 4, 10-year-olds, right? And they all got their Giants stuff on. And they're all cheering. And I don't care who's passing them by. They're sticking their hands out and they're waving, they're yelling. And so I'm driving and I make up a sign. And the sign said, "Hey, I'm so-and-so and I play for the Giants." I wanted to see their reaction. By the way, FP is one of the 10-year-olds in the car.
No way.
So now I whiz by them, I hold up the sign, and I got the reaction I wanted. They lost their mind. They literally lost their mind, right? So anyway, we played back and forth, and little did I know that, 15 years later, while I'm broadcasting, he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, remember that obnoxious kid that wanted to give you the finger, but he didn't?" No, he didn't say that. But anyway, he said, "Well, that was me." So anyway, that's my story.
And now we work together. Isn't that crazy all these years? What he didn't tell you is he had his shirt off in the car and he was all oiled up. Top down, hair flowing in the wind. Honestly, God, it was Wishbone seat cushion day at Candlestick Park, and we had all our seat cushions up that said Giants on it with the old logo. And in this white Mercedes was going back and forth. And everybody in the car, he was their favorite player. And I had just moved from Michigan to California and was a new Giants fan. And then he pulled up and he put the sign, like he wrote on a piece of paper, "I'm Glen Kuiper, I play second base for the Giants." And we lost our mind. And then he was my favorite player from then on.
I don't think I got a hit after that, but that's okay.
FP, I always wanted to ask you, after you left the Giants, unfortunately, you played for the team in Los Angeles. And, I mean, you were a really good player, right? But how miserable were you? And I'm being honest, because I know you had no fun there.
Well, I felt like I was a good Giant playing for the Dodgers because I hit 196. I did my job. I was really miserable. You talk about like going to a new place and you grew up a Giants fan. He comes up to me in the car, and I used to watch the games and listen to him and watch him. And then had Will Clark and Robbie Thompson, Jose Uribe, and I was a kid that went to the bleachers and sat in the bleachers and rooted for ties because I wanted a quad day candlestick. And then the Giants didn't sign me back. I had a decent year here, and I wanted to be like a forever Giant and stay here playing for the team I grew up rooting for. And then I was like, I'll show the Giants. I'll sign with the Dodgers. And then it was a money thing, and I went down there, and I was miserable because I missed, like, when I was with the Giants, and they say, like, they treated us like family. So on off days, it would be all the families having barbecues at somebody's house. Brett Maine would have them, and we would all hang out together. And I got to L.A., and they didn't hang out. So it wasn't like close knit like it was here. And I would see those guys across the way, and I'd be in the Dodgers dugout. I'd be like, damn, I miss it there. I mean, it was hard. It really was. So you think we're just like, it's fantasy league, and we just go from team to team, and there's no emotions involved. But when I got there, it was rough, and I missed these guys a lot, and it was hard, and I sucked. I was bad. This is a true story. I was 7 years in the minor leagues, making no money, finally got to the big leagues, and loved every minute of it. And when I was a Dodger, my ex-wife used to, 4 times she had to talk me into going to the ballpark. Like, I didn't want to get into the car going to the ballpark. That's how miserable I was. So I miss these guys a lot. So when you think about, like, we're just ball players and we see ball, hit ball, like, there's a lot more that goes into it than the analytics. I felt like I found a home here, and then I signed with a team. I'll show these guys, but it didn't work out. So,
and when this ballpark opened in 2000, the first game, which you obviously were in, the poor guy was in the Dodger dugout. Were you heckling him a little bit, like?
Dude, tell the story about the planes that flew over. You and I were the only ones on the baseline the first game at this ballpark. The Jets came in. Everybody went back to the dugout, and JT and I are the only 2 guys standing out on the baseline watching this jet spiral up in the air.
Yeah.
And I looked over, and you and everybody had gone back to the dugout, and you and I were the only 2 guys still on the line.
I think it was the Blue Angels, right? Or someone. Yeah.
Something like that.
And then Kevin Elster had 3 home runs. And
Kevin Elster was drunk the night before. I was with him till 3 a.m, and he walked into the clubhouse, and he said, "I'm playing today?" And he hit 3 home runs. Still drunk.
And we went 0-6, right? We didn't win.
Yeah.
But then we came back and won the West. But I remember talking to Robbie Thompson was our first base coach, and Dusty, and we're like, this new ballpark opens, beautiful ballpark, and it was kind of quiet. It was a different crowd. Like, we were used to Candlestick because played there for 3 years.
But it turned out that they ended up having the best home record in the National League that year.
Yeah.
But they did start out, I think they were 0-5. They had a rain out, believe it or not. So, anyway. What else you got? Do we have anything else on store in this format?
Well, we're going to spin the wheel.
We need to do the wheel.
You guys know the wheel
I have a question
thing, right?
for you guys. Does anybody have any blue cheese I can borrow? Holy shit. That's like a mountain of blue cheese. You guys aren't going to...
Yeah.
You guys are going to take a dump for a week. I'm good, thank you.
So what, are you just kidding?
Look at that. That's crazy.
It'll be. We're gonna make it like when you were growing up. You can't get up till the plate is clean.
We got two cheese heads up here that are staring at it.
Exactly. We're gonna have a good meal driving home.
You want the wheel?
greatest. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen, and there's 10 of them here. Christina, are you around? Where is she? We're going to get the wheel out. You guys know how we do the wheel? We spin it. There's some categories on there. It's fun. Questions. It's simple. If you do it, you win a baseball. You got to answer the questions right. It's just something fun. We get people up here.
You spin it.
Here's our. There's 5 different.
I love spinners.
Categories. All right. Now, is Christina around? She's got some names of people that we're going to call up.
So what, you went home with Jeff?
Jeff's still here. He's
okay, sorry.
Does she got the names, Jeff? Jeff, the manager? Anyways, but you just come up, answer 3 questions. They're simple. I wrote up the questions wanting you to get them right because, we want to give away the baseballs. So, but you see the category. So, but we have a list of people that we know would like to go. Terry. Is Terry here?
Terry to the main stage.
Terry, come on up. Where's Terry? Where is she? Are you
up,
Terry?
Terry.
Right
Let's
here.
go, Terry.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Spin
Let's see how
it.
this
Spin it
works.
nice and hard and tell us what category it lands on. Spin it real hard.
I'll help you. You ready?
Spin it really hard. All right. What's the category? JT.
You win a date with JT Snow.
Okay. This is a good
Lovely.
one. What does JT stand for? A, Jack Thomas. B, Jonathan Theodore. C, James Timothy. Jack Thomas? Correct.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Awesome. Next name?
Could you make that
Junior.
any easier?
I know. Well, we want him to win. Oh, thank you. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Megan B.
Come on, Megan.
Go.
Come
You
on,
can do
Megan.
it.
Pressure's on. All right, spin it
spin
and
it
tell
away,
us
Megan.
the category. Hard. There you go.
No, kidding.
What is it? JT again?
What does JT stand for?
Justin Timberlake.
Okay.
Should I get the option? It's A.
No, it's right now.
Hey, you're
I
right.
asked you
Give her a
listen
ball.
to him.
Hey,
He's
look
give her a
at-
ball.
look at-
Do
I'll
this.
give you the signs. Look at me. I'll give you the signs.
Okay, you ready?
We're going to steal signs.
What organization did JT start his professional career with?
He just said it.
Is it A, Angels, B, Red Sox, or C, Yankees?
C.
Don't look at me.
Look at JT.
He's helping you.
I'm not. Look at JT.
Look at he's putting down signs.
A, Angels, B, Red Sox, C, Yankees.
Yeah.
We don't even need the pitch calm. We don't even need the pitch calm. She
Brandon G. Is Brandon G here?
Let's go, Brandon.
Uh-oh. There's one in every crowd. Spin it hard.
If it goes,
You've just broke
if it goes to me, can I leave?
Oh. What year did the Giants move to San Francisco? A, 1958, B, 1960, C, 1962.
60. Spin it again.
60.
Try again. That's all right.
Oh. Did you pay attention?
Who got picked off in tonight's game?
How did the Giants win?
Too many. What was the final score of tonight's game? You know what? Brandon, you're gone.
No, come on.
You got two
Dude,
wrong.
1 for 3, you're in the Hall of Fame. Come on.
He's 0 for 2. These are
I was in the game room.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Let's go, Kuiper Brothers.
Yeah, atta baby.
I got a question.
All right.
Who's the worst contestant we've ever had?
Give him a baseball.
Hey, oh, he made it here.
He fumbled. Friggin' ball.
Put him in the outfield.
He will never be on the Giants 26-man roster.
What do we got?
Okay, we got one more question, and then we're going to do a couple home run calls, which we did last time, which was super fun, and then we'll let everybody go home and get a good night's sleep. David C. David, are you here? Come on up, David.
David, they always say never follow a better act. You're all right.
No,
All right.
no pressure.
Spin the wheel. Tell us what category it is.
Kuips.
How about we do an FP? Let's do an FP.
Wait. Yeah. All right. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, because FP's a guest, and we want to make him feel good. This is a good one. You'll like this one. In 1999, 3 vertically challenged Giants outfielders, Marvin Bernard, Armando Rios, and FP Santangelo, were given a nickname by Dwayne.
Kuip, you want to tell him?
What is the nickname? Is it A, 3 little shits, B, the mini-me's, or C, the fighting hydrants?
Kuip has a different one. Let's hear the different one. No, it's not for. It's no.
I'm gonna have to go with fighting hydrants.
You got it. That's correct. Yes.
All right. Good job. All right.
All right, we got. Yeah, you can take that. Thanks, Chris. So the final thing we're gonna do is our home run call, which is pretty funny. You'll like this. We're gonna bring up 2 contestants. They will each do. We got 4. We got 4 home run calls. John Miller, Dwayne Kuiper, my home run call, and Dave Fleming's home run call. So each person that we bring up is gonna do all 4 home run calls, and then you 2, our guests, will pick who is the best. So let's bring up Lisa B. and Evan S. Lisa B. and Evan S.
Here we go.
Hello, I'm Evan S. What's up, Evan S?
Okay, here's what we'll do. You do.
It's like a huddle.
This will start with John Miller's, and then you'll do John Miller's. All right, we'll go back and forth.
Then we vote.
All right, so this is John Miller's home run call done by Evan.
And the pitch to Matt Chapman. There's a high drive to left field. It's way back there. Adios, Balota.
Strong.
Good.
I watched the radio. I listened. I watched the radio.
And the pitch to Matt Chapman. There's a high drive to left field. It's way back there. Adios, Palota!
All right,
gotta
good
vote on
start.
that, or-
All right, Evan, next up is my home run call, which I haven't used in a while, but it's still there.
And here's the pitch to Matt Chapman. He drills one deep to left field. And that baby's gone. Sorry, I don't listen to you that much.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Here, I'll take this.
Get into it. Get into
All
it.
right, here we go.
Be the ball.
And here's the pitch to Matt Chapman. He drills one deep to left field. And that baby is gone!
After 2 rounds, what's the score, you guys?
Tied 1-1.
Okay, 1-1. All right.
It's 1-1.
Yeah.
Tied.
All right,
We're
Evan.
yeah, it's 1-1. We got to put a ghost runner on. We're going extra innings.
Manfred Man.
Whoever wins this gets blue cheese for life.
Okay, now this is Dave Fleming's home run call, and there's a voice crack in it. We'll see how talented you 2 are.
He was sick, right? A little bit, like under the weather for this.
I like it. He's reading it. He's studying it. He's like,
This is not easy, by the way. These guys are doing
not
good.
easy.
Ventura hits a high drive deep left, center field. David Murphy on the warning track. He's on the warning track. It's good.
Who thought of this idea? This is great.
This is
you?
great.
Yeah, who thought of this?
Not easy. All right, here she is.
Renteria hits a high drive, deep left, center field. David Murphy on the warning track. He's on the warning track. It is good.
All right.
You guys, I got an interesting story about this. I was doing the pre and the post game shows in the studio for, I think it was Comcast at that time. And I heard the horns honking on the streets of San Francisco because there was a delay. So the radio's on time. TV has a 6-second delay. So I'm hearing horns honk crazy. And I'm in the studio going, he went deep, before the pitch was thrown because of all the horns honking on the street.
Kind of like tonight.
Yes.
Wild pitch. Okay. Just by the look in our guest's eyes, it's close.
It is. It's a tie.
So there's one more. It's the one you guys all love.
We're going to
It's
place a
Dwayne's
runner
call.
in second here.
Dwayne.
So let's go, you guys. Let's go. Finish strong.
Bring it. Bring it.
And the pitch to Matt Chapman. He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And the pitch to Matt Chapman. He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here!
Jack.
Ouch.
That was kind of hot. I wish Dwayne would call him like that. That was really good.
Yeah. You know what? Let's hear it for Lisa and Evan.
Yay!
So we like to turn it into a little bit of a game show, but it's fun. But all right, we're going to let everybody go home. I know it was a late game, but let's hear it for Frank Paul Santangelo and Jack Thomas Snow. Thanks, guys.
The Glen Kuiper Show, All Giants, is brought to you by the Carrick Real Estate Team. Since 1978, the Carrick Real Estate Team has been helping families buy and sell homes across the Bay Area. With deep local roots and a legacy of client-first service, they are committed to delivering results with honesty, care, and expertise. Whether you're moving up, downsizing, or making your first purchase, trust the Carrick Real Estate Team to guide you home. The Carrick Real Estate Team, serving the Bay Area with pride for over 45 years. Contact Mike Carrick today for a free home sale or purchase consultation. Call 925-548-4132 or go to the website at carrickteam.com. Show is also brought to you by Tilden Properties. As an investor, one of the best places to put your money is California's multi-family real estate. When investing with Tilden Properties, you see cash flow with quarterly dividends while building equity in the real estate market. Bay Area based and family owned, Tilden Properties has been building investment wealth for their clients since 2008. Go to the website at tildenproperties.com or call 925-209-8558.